Yo guys, sorry, you already know that today we are back with some more Triangle Strategy. When the last time we completed Chapter 17 Part 1, we made a decision. Thankfully, we ended up making the decision that I actually wanted to. I think it has maybe locked us into a certain endgame path. I don't know that for sure. I just get the feeling because we got one of those messages that's like, hey, this decision is really important and is going to really affect the game. So yeah, we agreed with Frederica's plan. We are going to do something that involves freeing the Roselle from Hyzant. And we're going to go on a search for Centralia and find a new place to live, I guess. I don't know exactly how it's going to work in details, but I trust that Frederica has some plans. So we will do that. Although, I'm going to let the game sort of do this little recap, but I am probably going to very quickly jump into a mock battle before any real combat starts, just to get a little bit more training and experience and levels and all that sort of stuff, and to knock out the mock battle. And that way I'm spacing it out, so I'm not just doing a battle right next to a battle, although it might happen because I can't. There's probably gonna be some story stuff, maybe an exploration, but we've already had the decision. We've already gone through part 1, so part 2 is usually the combat sometime.
Yawning chasm between Roland, Frederica, and Benedict's visions for the future. Yet only one will emerge victorious, for such is the custom of House Wolford. As ever, the scales of conviction have the final word. The time has come for judgments to be rendered and leaders to steel themselves for the outcome.
Alright, well, we got one last request. But I think we are going to be putting that request on hold. No? Oh, we're going right into cutscene.
We've chosen our path. We are to free the Roselle being held in Hyzant's source.
Billy Benedict's not gonna like this.
You have chosen the one path I cannot take.
I understand your disappointment, Benedict, but the scales have spoken.
Wasn't Benedict the one that's like, oh, I will do anything that you say till the end of time. I'm with you. I'm by your side. Whatever you choose. And now he's like, actually, just kidding. I was lying.
And so I ask for your wisdom. Help us find a way to free the Roselle.
Hyzant will destroy everything you hold dear if you attempt to free them. That way lies ruin. Your choice is to turn your back on this house, to cast aside your land and the people who have built their lives upon it. I will not, I cannot endorse such betrayal.
I agree that we will be ill-prepared to defend the domain this way.
We'll figure it out.
Should that come to pass, I am prepared to flee with the Roselle and search for Centralia.
I thought that was already part of the plan,
They
honestly.
say it is home to a boundless salted sea. Surely a land where none need fight for salt is a land worth seeking. This is an opportunity, Benedict. We could find a new home instead of fighting the wars of old yet again.
Why not channel that resolve to lead the people of Norzelia as their king?
Oh, he said out in front of everybody. I don't think Cyrano's gonna like this.
You hold the power and the might. You lack only the will. With the salt crystals in hand, you shall ascend the throne. I shall see to it that you are coronated.
Alright, Benedict, you're clearly not listening to anything that I want or that the Scales of Conviction has said.
Then we can liberate the Roselle, or whatever else your heart desires.
Although I do get that logic. That was what I was saying before. Is like I think if we do take out Hyzant, like then we might be in a position where we could free the Roselle anyway. But Frederica has different ideas for how that works.
Liberate the Roselle or whatever else. I never dreamed I would hear such callous words fall from your lips.
I stand by them. I care only that you and the legacy of House Wolford are safe and secure.
I don't know. It sounds like you care a lot more about what you want.
My counsel by force, if needed.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, I'm doing what's best for you, whether you like it or not. That's not exactly what your position should be.
You don't mean to fight the lad.
Yeah, Benedict, you're not gonna win that fight.
Stand down, Benedict.
No, Anna. This is a challenge that I must accept.
Go ahead, try and fight us, Benedict. See what happens. I'm gonna hawk dive you so hard, you're dead.
I beg you to reconsider. If you mean to proceed with this folly, then you will do so over my dead body.
Oh my gosh.
You can do so much more, Lord Serenoa. The salt crystals give you the upper hand.
You are so greedy.
Frost and Hyzant would bend the knee to you. You could unite all Norzelia under your rule.
You realize that, like, the position that we were in was that both Frost and Hyzant wanted these, like, crystals, right? And if we would need the power to be able to beat both of them, right? And if we lose, then that also is just like, we don't rule anything.
You were right about me, Benedict. I lack the will. I have no desire to rule Norzelia. I wish to see an oppressed people set free and nothing more.
At what cost? Would you see your loyal subjects conquered by another nation?
I would forfeit my lordship. The people of Wolfort will endure without me. The Roselle have no such champion for their cause. We are the only ones who can set them free.
Yeah, we can make somebody else the Lord of House Wolford or
Give
something.
me the order, and I shall reduce Hyzant to rubble. Then they shall be free.
The ensuing battle will only breed further resentment, or worse, displace others who will be treated like the Roselle. War cannot solve every problem, and our liberation of the Roselle shall prove as much.
So, you now take blind counsel from your betrothed. To think that an arranged marriage will lead to this folly.
Enough! I came to this conclusion of my own free will.
Exactly.
I have seen the challenges that face Norzelia, and this is how I choose to respond.
Sounds like Benedict doesn't really respect the scales now, does he?
Every inch, Lady Destra's child. Your compassion steers you headlong into every conflict. Alas, compassion is easily trampled. It can only exist so long as it has an army at its back. My patience grows thin, Lord Serenoa. The salt crystals give you the power to bring peace to Norzelia.
Why are you convincing me after the scales have already made their decision? It's not gonna work. That's not how this works. You don't get to overturn the scales.
It is little more than the catalyst for another protracted war.
A war we can win. Let me lead you to victory.
You can't do nothing.
There is always a war to be won. Do you not see the cycle at work? I will break that cycle and use my power to liberate the oppressed.
You talk of fleeing from your duty, of pure fantasy.
We need you, Benedict. Why can you not put our differences aside?
I mean, we don't really need Benedict, honestly. We can just kick him out. I honestly don't care about that. Can that be the next decision we make, if we can kick him out? Because I'm down with that.
This is absurd. You race toward your own destruction, and I will not be party to it.
Girl, bye.
Lord Simone entrusted me with the future of this house.
Actually, Simone entrusted me with the future of this house?
Lady Destra, that I would protect you no matter what the cost.
You are shackled to the past, Benedict.
I would call it loyalty.
And it has come to this. For the sake of our future, I must strike you down.
Get him.
Prepare yourself. You came, you missed.
Benedict, you're literally like the weakest unit that I have. I could literally send, like, anybody to beat you up.
You missed.
Ooh. I was gonna say, I wonder if Cyrano really has the heart to go through with actually, like, striking Benedict down in any sort of way.
I yield. Grant me the mercy of a swift death.
Ooh.
No.
I was gonna say, I don't think that Cyrano would be the type to kill you.
Nor mother would stand for the killing of a loyal retainer. The rest of us shall make our way to Hyzant in secret. You will remain here. Lead the people out of the Wolfort domain before the Hyzantian army assaults this castle, and keep them safe.
These are your orders, in exchange for sparing my life?
These are not orders, and there is no exchange to be made.
Just a request from a friend.
This is the last thing I will ever ask of you as my steward and loyal friend of House Wolfort.
Yeah, that's basically what I said.
And so, you follow in the footsteps of Lord Simone and Lady Destra, leaving me behind with the most arduous tasks.
Ooh, are you mad about that?
I shall rise to the occasion, my lord. I shall do whatever is required to see that the Wolfort name and its people survive.
Well, it sounds like we won't really have Benedict on our side for any of these fights, which, good thing that I haven't been using him.
The house forward in your stead.
That's fair trade.
I have no doubt you will.
Now, does Roland have anything to say to us? Because, something may have been said about us being king, and, I mean, Roland had a reaction to it, but it's not really been... He hasn't really had the chance to say anything about it. Alright, Benedict left the party. Oh no, everyone was so sad about it. I haven't used him in so long.
Benedict.
Mule-headed fool. We've each made our choices. Now we must walk the path we believe is right.
Yes.
King Roland, this decision means casting Glenbrook aside. I know I cannot ask you to come with me, but will you agree to see to the salt crystals?
Hmm.
No. I am sorry, my friend, but I am not worthy to oversee such an important task.
Of course you are. You have always striven to be fair and just.
You hold me much too high in regard. Our conversation earlier made me realize the truth. My faith was misguided, as were my actions. I believed exacting vengeance upon Esfrost would be proof enough I was Glenbrook's rightful king. But I gave no thought to the bloody cost of revenge. This kingdom and its subjects should not have to suffer such a selfish fool upon the throne.
Then, you will come with me?
I shall. Not as your king, but as your friend.
Alright, so we still get Roland with us.
If I can help those in need, that is enough. Glenbrook has the geographical advantage, and the salt crystals. And there are a small handful of trustworthy nobles remaining. I'm certain they will ensure the people thrive, even without a king.
What's Cordelia been up to? I mean, if you really don't want it that much, I mean, she could just become the queen again, because she already was. So, I don't know. I feel like that could be like the leader. That could be like a nice
Glenbrook
compromise.
is too powerful a position for foreign powers to interfere.
Roland.
You know you aren't leaving me behind. I've come this far by your side. I'm not abandoning you now.
You have my thanks, Huette.
Frederica, don't you think you ought to make your convictions clear to your companions?
Well, it's common knowledge by now that I am an Esfrosti of Rosellan descent. I was a lonely child who hated that her hair was a different color from everyone else. But then I joined House Wolfort. I met Jerome and witnessed the cruelty that my fellow Roselle suffered at the source. And I learned how brave my mother was, how long and hard she fought for her people's freedom. Compared to the horrors they went through, I have lived a life of privilege and comfort. I am proud to be a Rosellan, and proud to be a Wolford. I wish to be strong. Strong like my lady mother before me. And I wish to see her dream of freeing our people fulfilled. I understand the difficulties that lie ahead.
I'm interested to hear, like, the actual plan.
I have you all with me.
We will always be there beside you, Frederica.
My lord, Hyzant's army has sent a message ahead of their forces.
Oh boy. I do actually wonder if there's going to be any more choices after this, because this is like a pretty big choice. And again, I don't actually know when the last chapter is, but I wonder if there's enough room for any more choices or not. I mean, I wouldn't be fine if there's no more, but I'm interested.
It says, the grand Norzalian mines must be conferred to the goddess as a divine offering.
Yeah, no.
An offering? Sounds more like an ultimatum.
Precisely. If we refuse to relinquish the mines, they'll put the Wolford domain to the sword.
Then we've no time to waste. We must make ready to leave at once.
Yeah, this is going to be really tricky. Because I feel like they can still just, like, annihilate, like, the Wolford domain while we're not there freeing the Roselle. Or they could do that out of revenge. So hopefully Benedict can get people out of there, because I feel like this place is not going to be looking pretty.
Benedict,
I leave the rest in your hands, Anna.
all these years I have watched you. I may not be able to replace you, but I will do my best.
Loath as I am to burden you with such responsibility, that is hardening.
This ain't the Benedict I know. Come on, where's your usual glower?
You never change.
Huh, I should hope not. Defending House Wolford calls for consistency. And defend Wolford I shall, even in your absence.
I shall hold you to it, both of you.
I'm telling you, we've got it under control.
Your voice hasn't gotten any quieter.
Sorry. Parting ways with a friend always gets me worked up.
Thank you for seeing me off, you two. Farewell.
Yeah. It's like they've been together for like a while, so that makes sense. There's a lot of emotions just kind of running through everybody here.
What of the Hyzantian forces?
They haven't entered the domain yet. If we act now, we could sneak around them and reach the capital.
Focused as they are on seizing the salt crystal deposits, I'd wager their domestic defenses are at a minimum.
If we can get into the capital and have the Roselle and the Source take up arms, we should stand a fair chance of helping them escape.
But Hyzant is wary of Slyroh for keeping the salt crystals from them, despite his position as one of the Saintly Seven. They may be short-handed, but if they spot him, we'll never make it inside.
That's a solid
We
point.
can use the consortium cart to slip unnoticed into the capital.
The wagon from Claris? You sure we can trust the consortium?
Yes. If only because this benefits both us and him. In exchange, I told him what secrets we learned of Esfrost and Hyzant.
You mean you told him of Dragan's murder and the illicit salt trade?
Ooh.
I hope he understands those secrets must never leave his lips.
Yeah, I don't know.
He understands. Once people learn of the salt crystals, Norzelia will change, and the consortium will have a new role to serve. Now that they know, they will be better prepared to negotiate their position. They agreed to help us as a show of gratitude.
You've thought this through. Well done, Anna.
What of our things, Gila?
Stored safely within the cart, of course.
Things? What things?
The explosives we found in the tunnel.
Oh.
After we've gotten the Roselle to rise up, we'll set sail from the harbor and make for the Folk's domain, to the Great Falls. To make sure no one follows us, we'll blow up all the other ships in the harbor as we leave.
Solid plan.
Frederica and I devised the plan ourselves.
A perfect way to make an escape with so many people.
Wise of you to make for the Falk's domain. It's distant enough. You'll have plenty of time to hide.
Aye, about as far south as you can get. No better place, if your end goal is Centralia, too.
It's a good plan. We shall do what we can to make sure it succeeds.
We'll see how it
Crafty
goes.
as ever, you Wolforts. I am glad to be on your side.
But one problem remains. How do we get the Roselle and the Swords to turn against their captors?
I mean, do we not have any of the Salt Crystal with us? Or maybe the legend? Or maybe we can reveal that the statue inside is made of other salt? I don't know, I feel like there's ways.
Their trust. All this is for naught.
We need some way of persuading them. And quickly, too.
Let me worry about that. I can find the words to convince them.
Yeah, I was like, I think Frederica will be able to do it, for sure.
I am my mother's daughter, after all.
All right. I know you'll figure something out, Frederica.
There is one more thing. Huette, I'll need to send a bird.
Of course, my lady. Where to?
The Rosellen village. I'd like to tell Jerome and the others of our plan.
Yeah, they should definitely be involved.
I would have them meet us at the Great Falls.
Agreeing to such a thing means they will have to give up the lives they enjoy now. Do you think they will come?
I cannot say.
It's up to them. But, I mean, might as well give them the choice.
To let them know Hyzand is invading.
Indeed. Let us send word and see what they have to say.
Yeah, that is kind of true. It's like if we free the Roselle here, they could always just go to the Roselle village, capture them, and be like, oh, we still have more Roselle to oppress. So they actually probably should get out of there.
Upon learning of the salt crystal deposits, Hyzand quickly musters her forces. They march upon the Wolfort domain, intent on seizing control of the mine. Serenoa decides to take this as an opportunity to free the Roselle enslaved at the source. But that decision leads to Benedict's departure from House Wolfort. Still grappling with grief over parting ways with their friend, Serenoa and the others make for the Hyzantian capital. There, amidst a land in turmoil, they hope to help the Roselle rise up against their oppressors.
This really feels like we are reaching, like, endgame. It's like we free the Roselle, we get out, we find Centralia. I mean, like, how many chapters does that really take up? I feel like there can't be that much more. You know, I assume we're going to be, like, successful, right? Alright, cool. We got some main story stuff. We got some side story stuff. But I'm going to go to the encampment and start doing some inventory management. Well, I guess I should do that after the mock battle. But I assume there is a mock battle to be done. So let's go ahead and see if we can do that. We'll set up for it and then we'll do that. Yeah. What'll be today? Oh, there is no new mock battle. Well, there goes that. I guess we're done with mock battles. Alright, well, I can still do some inventory management. Are there any upgrades that I have? Yes. I can... Ooh, increase the weapon damage. Oh, I can decrease TP cost as well. I think double thrust, costing only 1 TP, is going to end up being really good. I want that for sure. Let's see. Weapon potency. I don't think I need... Oh, okay. I don't have that as an option. Grant 1 TP when you defeat an enemy. Interesting. I like that. I like that. Okay, what are my options here? Okay, one of these lower ones. I can increase max HP. I don't really use... yeah, I don't really use Ice Fire that much. I'll just increase some HP. Alright, and I think that takes away all of my potential upgrades. Alright, is what it is. Is there anything important to buy from you? There is... That's just for Recruit to Veteran. There's no more Medals of Valor. I guess you don't get enough Medals of Valor to promote everybody, which is interesting. I guess you always just have, like, a choice to make each time. Alright. Well, I could buy some of these for the weapon ranks up. There's no more things like that. Alright, so it looks like I can get 2 weapon ranks. So let me just look really quick. I might as well look to see which ones I can get. Who do I need to get this weapon rank 3? I think it just, like, increases whatever. So I can either do... Let's see, Gila... Oh, I should probably do Huette for sure. So Curious Feather. I want to see if I can buy a Curious Feather. What would be the third one that I want? Well, I could do Quarantine. Wow, I really have a lot of options, don't I? Oh gosh. Anna didn't even get weapon rank 2. Alright, let's see if I have enough after that. I'm gonna buy Silver and... What does Huette need? Silver and Curious Feather. From you. So we can buy a Silver. That I thought I saw... Yeah, there's a Curious Feather here. Okay, and then I actually can... This one was the one for Eridor. Actually, I assume all of them. Do I just want the one for Gila? Just because I know it off the top of my head. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this. And let's go ahead and get some of these weapon upgrades. So I have the meteorite fragment. Boom. Upgrade to level 3. I have the Curious Feather. I'm gonna upgrade that to level 3. And then I assume everybody else lit up needs the Silver, so we're gonna get Anna to level 2 because wow, the fact that she's not at level 2 now is that's a big yikes. Oh, and then I can actually do weapon damage up. Sure, might as well. What is this one? Back attack damage. And that is surmount. Okay, we'll just do more weapon damage. Very cool. And then a Rare Thorn would be what she needs for level 3. So, I mean, I guess technically I could do mock battles to just, like, get a bunch of, like, kudos and whatnot, but I'm not gonna grind all that stuff because I just don't feel it's necessary. But, yeah, oh, actually, I should get some more, like, normal, like, items. I have, like, yeah, almost 30,000 coin. I should get, extra large HP. Oh, okay, 5 is the max that they have. I'm just gonna buy the rest of them. Large ranged, I'll get a nice even 10. We'll do a nice even 4 for large HP. Don't think I need any of this stuff. I could do like more large range stuff. Just buy a couple. I have I'll just buy one more of these. Large range Windstone. Then maybe I should look at some of these rings. Or actually these amulets. Or bracelets? Are bracelets stronger than amulets? Yeah. Alright, so I can buy 2 bracelets. Whoa, immunity to paralysis? Oh, that's actually huge. That is huge. I'm gonna get one of these for sure. I'll equip it later. I will. Let me get another one. Immunity to blindness and increases accuracy. That'd be really good for... no, Huette already has focus. She can increase her own thing. Ooh, increases evasion. I actually kind of like that. I'm gonna buy that. And that one actually, I really like. Well, I was gonna say I like it for Anna. Yeah, actually, what if I do that in place of the Resurrection Earring? And then I can put the Resurrection Earring on somebody else. Okay. I will really quickly just make sure that I have everything equipped here. Okay, so the defense bracelet increases defense by 2. So do I have a defense? I have a defense ring. You don't really get paralyzed all that often. I feel like something like Serenoa or actually Eridor as well. What does this one do? That prevents him from being like knocked around or whatever. I'm gonna replace that with that. Okay. These are all equipped. That just grants immunity to being knocked back. This could just go in any open slot. This doesn't really need to go on anybody specifically. I'll just give it to Milo. I should probably give Archibald something though. Do I have another thing that's unaccounted for? Just the Resurrection Earring. Oh, increases strength and magic attack, but prevents natural TP recovery at the start of your turn. Oh, that's weird. So you can never gain TP unless you're getting it by other means. I don't think I want that. I'm gonna give this resurrection earring to Archibald just because that way he has something. Can I sell this this anklet? Can I sell it to you? I don't actually know. Wait, where? Oh, is it already? Oh, it was already, Oh. Why am I not able to sell it? That's annoying. I don't want to bother going through and selling other items. I don't think I can sell anything to you, right? Yours just trade post and promote class, yeah. Alright, well, there goes all that. There's our inventory management, so we will go ahead and get back to the story.